Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Thursday, February 8th, 2018. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The Nevis Island Administration hosted a consultation regarding an environmental impact assessment of the construction of a water taxi pier at Uwali on Tuesday, February 6th at the Franklin Brown Community Center. Environmental consultant Patrick Williams, after an extensive presentation, gave his recommendations for the project.
I don't think you're going to have any serious environmental reasons why approval should not be granted, since the limited environmental impacts can be effectively mitigated. I also concluded that the positive impacts outweigh the negative impacts and that the project should be allowed to proceed.
The consultation included presentations from persons involved in the project, including Oral Brandy, General Manager of the Nevis Air and Seaports Authority, NASPA, as well as the Chairman of the Board of NASPA, Colin Dorr. A number of persons attended the consultation and were afforded the opportunity to ask questions and make suggestions. Deputy Premier and Minister with responsibility for the project, the Honorable Alexis Jeffers, delivered brief remarks immediately following the question and answer segment. The Deputy Premier emphasized his confidence in the Nevis Air and Seaports Authority.
I have every confidence in NASPA and their ability to manage that facility and manage it in a way that will not impact us negatively in any way. And you'll see that in the making. All of you would see that in the making. And if there's a chance it doesn't happen, Oral, Colin, even the Premier, I said to the Premier, we have to do something to correct whatever there is. So I want to close by thanking you once again. I want to say to you that we as an administration will continue to do the things that we feel are important to the overall benefit of the people of Nevis and the island of Nevis as a whole.
The project is being funded by the Sugar Industry Diversification Foundation, SIDF. The Gender Affairs Division in the Ministry of Social Development is hosting a Gender Issues Workplace Seminar. The opening ceremony took place on Wednesday, February 7th at the Ministry of Finance Conference Room, where Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs, Nicole Slack-Liebert, spoke on the theme, Promoting Gender Equality to Enhance a Better Relationship in the Workplace.
This theme is in tandem with Sustainable Development Goal 5, which seeks to achieve gender equality and empower all women and girls. As you may know, issues of gender equity in the workplace are a concern worldwide, where in some instances there is a wage gap between male and female employees. There are a host of other issues which may also arise, such as sexual harassment, which will also be one of the topics to be discussed over the next few weeks.
The Permanent Secretary used the opportunity to commend the Gender Affairs Division for the work it does in this regard, including facilitating discussions to advocate for legislative changes and reforms in the area of sexual harassment. Coordinator of the Gender Affairs Division, Lorraine Archibald, outlined the aims and objectives of the program.
This program aimed to achieve a broader outcome for both men and women in the workplace and to enlighten workers of their rights and benefits by increasing their knowledge. At the end of the sessions, participants are expected to share the information gathered with other co-workers in a group setting at the workplace, have a better understanding of gender-based issues in the workplace, promote equality between women and men in the workplace, promote a better working relationship in the workplace, lobby to have workplace policies and programs.
The topics to be discussed that affect persons in the workplace are violence and conflict resolution, stress, sexual harassment, discrimination, and gender inequality and inequity. The workshop's participants are representatives of various departments in the Nevis Island Administration. The scheduled dates for the sessions are 7th, 14th, and 21st February from 1:10 p.m. to 3:45 p.m. at the Ministry of Finance Conference Room. The Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris, on behalf of the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis, has expressed heartfelt condolences and support for the Republic of China, Taiwan, and its people in the wake of a powerful earthquake. A statement from the Office of the Prime Minister states the 6.4 magnitude earthquake that struck the country late Tuesday centered 14 miles northeast of the coastal city of Hualien. At least 6 people were killed and more than 200 injured, with dozens of people missing and feared trapped under the rubble of buildings. Prime Minister Harris joins Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen in acknowledging and thanking all of the first responders for their tireless efforts in searching for survivors. Prime Minister Harris has also conveyed the concern of his government and people that the Republic of China, Taiwan has been hit by a series of strong foreshocks and aftershocks, which are unprecedented in the Asian region in terms of intensity and number. President Tsai Ing-wen, her government and people have the full assurance that St. Kitts and Nevis stands by them and will support them in any way it can, Prime Minister Harris says. Meantime, the Honorable Prime Minister has also extended profound gratitude to His Excellency George Gao-wei-chu, Ambassador of the Republic of China, Taiwan to St. Kitts and Nevis, who has informed that the 60 Kittitian and Division students currently studying in Taiwan, including the 10 who are based in Hualien, are safe and well. Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris, says this incredibly good news is based on information that Taiwan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, led by Foreign Minister His Excellency Dr. David Lee, who visited St. Kitts and Nevis a few days ago, has gathered from the schools. Her Excellency Jasmine Huggins, St. Kitts and Nevis's ambassador to the Republic of China, Taiwan, has also contacted each of the students to check on their safety, the statement reads. Still to come,
your CCM-led party in government is determined to schedule the sitting of Parliament at least once every 2 months.
The details after this break.
Hello, my name is Culturama, the Caribbean's greatest summer line. Most islands have their festival annually, but they call it Carnival. With all those shows, we fete and fun. We party from sun up to sundown. Everybody come now, show the world what we mean when we talk about Culturama. Rocks up, flags up. Time to wake up for the jam. We come in the early Juve morning. Rocks up, flags up. Time to jump up in the van.
Welcome back. Premier of Nevis and Minister of Finance in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Mark Brantley, will present the 2018 budget address when the Nevis Island Administration sits in chambers at Hamilton House on February 12, 2018. According to the order paper outlining the events for the sit-in from Clerk of the Assembly, Myra Williams, President of the Assembly, the Honourable Farrell Smithen, will make his formal entry to the chamber, followed by prayer, taking of the oath of allegiance by new members, and a motion for the approval of the order paper as circulated. Following will be messages from Acting Deputy Governor General, Her Honour Marjorie Morton, then announcements by the President. Premier Brantley will then lay on the table the draft estimates 2018, followed by statements by ministers and personal explanations. The Honourable Minister of Finance will then introduce and read for the first time the Nevis Appropriation 2018 Ordinance 2018. Then will come public business, followed by Premier Brantley's move for the bill's second reading. The Minister of Finance will then outline fiscal measures for the ensuing year. Resolutions will follow. The final item on the order paper will be the adjournment. The February 12th sit-in will commence at 10 a.m. In related news, as the Nevis Island Administration seeks to usher in a new culture in the performance and delivery of service, it has made 2 commitments under its good governance agenda.
My government stands committed to improving the delivery of service to the people of Nevis. As a consequence, your CCM-led party in government is determined to schedule the sitting of Parliament at least once every 2 months. This commitment would result in a timely relay of information in the transaction of the people's business and provide a better framework for the interaction of parliamentarians for the people's benefit, while allowing us to roll out our legislative agenda. Additionally, my government will schedule monthly press conferences to interact with the island's robust media.
Acting Deputy Governor General Her Honor Marjorie Morton, while delivering the Nevis Island Administration's throne speech on January 30th, noted that the government is of the view that the task of developing Nevis is not only the responsibility of the government, but also that of the opposition and their supporters, who have a role to play in the future development of the island.
I therefore wish to use this opportunity to challenge the members opposite to elevate themselves and to rise to that task. I challenge them to be constructive in their criticism, and I also wish to remind them that they too can bring forward to this honorable House, which we together as government and opposition can harness for the betterment of all citizens and residents of this island.
Acting Deputy Governor General Her Honor Marjorie Morton, delivering the Nevis Island Administration's throne speech on January 30th. That brings us to the end of this edition of the Nevis Newscast. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.